Good morning and welcome to Take Back Your Home. I'm here to talk to you about budgeting your home, running your home like you would a business. Your money matters, and the way you run your home and the way you spend your money, it matters. And all of us know that. If you've got any age on you, any years on you, you know that it matters. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment in the comment section, and let's get started. Let me introduce you to this channel and what we're gonna cover. We're gonna cover a lot of financing, how to run your home, how to save money, how to budget, how to make your money stretch. First, we're going to talk about your savings. Your savings is your most important asset. It's your most important discipline to running your home. Every time you get a paycheck, and I hope y'all have one, put 10%, 10% of what you make in a savings. Pay it like you would any other bill. Either put it in a savings account, in a safe in your home, in mason jars in backyard, but 10%. Pay it like you would any other bill, and then forget you have it. It's very important that you forget that you have that. And remember, if and when you have to tap into that, cash is king. It's better than a credit card. It is better than a loan. Cash is king. Hide it in a place that you know where it's at. Maybe a spouse knows where it's at. This is something that you want to do. It is so important. And don't dip in it, except for life or death. Don't dip in that. Forget you have that money. Pay it like a bill. You can't go and ask the electric company, hey, can I have that money back? I need it for something else. Or I want to go out to eat, so let's get the money back from the electric bill. The next thing you're going to want to talk about is our home budgeting. Now, for your housing budget, whether you rent or you pay a mortgage, you don't want to spend more than 30% of your income on your housing bill, on your main housing bill. This isn't counting your utilities. It's not counting your food budget. It's not counting car payments. No more than 30% of your net income, not your gross, your net. That's your take-home pay for those that don't know. You want to be realistic in choosing a home or a rental property. The less you spend on this, the better. But having a roof over your head, as long as you have a roof over your head, you can improvise everything else in your budget. Stay basic, start basic. You can't start with a mansion on a hill. Nobody can. So all the kids, I shouldn't call you kids, the young adults that are watching my channel, you can't start with a mansion on the hill. You can't start with what mom and dad or auntie or uncle have, because they had to start out little and small and realistic until they built their credit, which goes back to the savings. Let's talk about your vehicles. Used is best. A vehicle is not an asset, it's a liability, which means it goes down in value. The more you drive it, the less it's worth, and that'll keep going back and back and back and back and back. Maintenance costs. Before you buy a vehicle, think of the things that you're going to have to maintain. Your oil changes, windshield wipers, headlights, tires. Call some of the places and get some prices on the car that you're looking at. See how much the extra is going to be for new tires for your vehicle, for the oil change for that particular vehicle, for a headlight for that particular vehicle, because your maintenance is going to be ongoing. If you buy a used vehicle, you're already ahead of the game. But think about your maintenance costs. Call around and get prices. Shop for insurance. Know that your insurance is very important. You have to have it. In most states, I believe it's a law to have vehicle insurance. But shop around for the type of vehicle that you're looking at getting and just see what kind of prices you're going to pay and what kind of premiums you're going to pay. Look at the reliability of that vehicle. Look at the gas mileage that vehicle will get. Gas prices are only going to go up, especially right now. Make sure it fits your needs. Make sure that if you work in maintenance or you work in the trades, you're probably going to need a pickup truck or an SUV. Do you have terrain like we do around here that you're going to need four-wheel drive at times? Look into that. It matters. And the look of your vehicle isn't important. It's what gets you from A to B and then back from B to A again is always great. Your living bills, your recurring basic living bills. Your electric, your water, phone, internet, insurance, trash pickup, those are all revolving bills you're going to have. Now, if it's included in your rent or your house payment, great. That is great, especially if you can get your taxes and insurance and your mortgage payment. You've already won. Let's talk about what is a need and what is a want. The number one thing you need to remember when you're buying something is it something that you need right now? You can't live without that thing. Only buy your needs and recognize what's the difference between a need and a want. And we'll talk about that in a future video. I've got notes here. Your credit cards. Most people have credit cards. If you don't have a credit card, you have your reasons why you don't. But there's also that topic of credit cards. Do you need them or you do not need them to have or not to have? And then we'll talk in future videos about building your credit. When you're a young person, building your credit. When you're an older person and you've got a stack of bills on your credit report. We're going to get in how you can take and pay that credit down to raise your credit score. So stay tuned for future videos covering those topics. Just because everybody has it doesn't mean you need it. Don't struggle every day trying to keep up with the Joneses. It's a battle that we've all fell into at one time or another in our lives, is keeping up whose grass is greener, the neighbors or yours. What height you cut your grass, what home decorations you have, name brand clothes, name brand furniture in your home. As long as it serves a purpose and it's doing its purpose. And sometimes if you can, go and buy used. You can go to estate auctions, you can go to thrift stores, you can go to garage sales. There is good, gently used stuff out there. Look for it. Not everything has to be high dollar. Don't compete. Just don't compete because your wallet's going to pay for it. Mind and tend your own life. Keep life simple. Keep smiling, knowing your future is bright. We're going to talk so much about how to make your future look better financially. And when you're settled financially and all your bills are paid, let's face it, we don't have as much anxiety when all of our monthly bills are paid. And there's something to say about it. You might not have the newest and the latest or the greatest, but you'll be happy and you won't have the anxiety that the Joneses have. The Joneses should be on every anxiety medication in the world. Stay notified. comment on any topics that you might want to see and running your home, running your budgeting, getting your kids involved, getting your family involved. I may go on a live feed next month so that I can answer any comments and questions that y'all may have, various topics. Let me know what you want to see on my videos, and I'll go through them and visit me next time in the next video on taking your home back. Have a good one. Taking your home back. Some of the subjects that I have is the home budgeting, and we're going to go over that. I'll have a whiteboard. We'll go over it one step at a time to help you get on your feet. If you're a young person, you haven't moved out of mom and dad's house, this is for you. We're going to be talking about paying down debt and savings. We're going to talk about planning for goals of the future, planning to buy a new home, and how to save and how to go about doing those, the steps to go about doing it. We're going to talk about how to lower your monthly bills, those recurring bills that are always a headache to every one of us, and how you can save. We're going to talk about shopping for your everyday needs, your groceries, your clothing, the things that you need weekly, cleaning supplies and what. We're going to talk about how you can save money on those and lower your budget for that. How to afford basics, clothing, food. We're going to touch on that. We're going to be talking about budgeting on a fixed income. Most people have a fixed income. We're going to talk about that. And we're also going to talk about educating your kids while they're young to budget. That's the name of the game, is setting a budget and having the discipline, and together we'll get you straight and we'll get that credit up. Or if you have good credit, how to continue. Maybe I'll give you some perspectives that you haven't thought about, and your future can look bright. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a video. And that's me. Over and out.